What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel on this chilly New England day. Continuing on with the Villages series here, with going through different executive courses. My plan is to play all of them eventually, but different executive courses and championship courses. This is now the third one of the day. Basically, I'm doing just 9 holes per video. First one I did was Amberwood. Second one I did was this course, but there's 27 holes, so I'm doing the second one here, and then we'll see what I'm feeling like after this 9 holes. But for this video, we're back again at Belle Glade Country Club. This is a 27-hole championship course within the Villages. This is located at 434 Moyer Loop in the Villages, Florida. The 3 different 9-hole courses are by the names of Tequesta, which I just played, Seminole, which is this one, and then Kalusia, which is either coming up next or next time I come out and do these Villages courses. But so far so good. I'm liking the shorter 9-hole videos versus the longer 18. Kind of gives me a little bit of time to reset in between videos and string together some decent scores. But yeah, so going on, just played 18. This will be 19 through 27, and then, like I said, we'll see after. I'll either do the third course here at Belle Glade, or I'll go back to another executive. Basically, like I mentioned in the first 2, I like coming out. This is the first day doing this, but my plan is to, instead of usually playing 2 18-hole courses back here, I'm going to come out and start with a executive course, which is mainly a par 3 courses. Basically a warm-up course, get some iron shots in there, shorter holes, then play either 1 to 3, I guess, championship courses with drivers. Basically a standard regulation style course with from the furthest back tees, so a lot more driver shots, long irons, hybrids, those kind of things, and then possibly finish off with 9 more holes once fatigue really starts creeping in at another executive. But real quick for the rundown: Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, DIY stance mat, Callaway Superfast balls. That's hanging on. I'm surprised that it hasn't started to crack yet in the cold weather. 10x7 nets, and Home Tee Hero you're seeing on screen for the simulator software within the Garmin Golf app. So, first hole, par 4, 403. Last hole, or the last course I played, the Tequesta course at Belle Glade here, had water on every single hole. So far this one, looks like there's water up there to the right, but a little bit easier layout by the looks of it so far. My hope is I'm going back down to the Villages pretty soon. If I can pick out some of the layouts that look cool here on Home Tee Hero, maybe go and play those on course, and you guys can kind of compare and contrast what the layouts look like here versus real life. And also, like I mentioned in the first video, go check out Golfing the Villages. They're a YouTube channel that I collabed with on my last trip. Have plans to do it again, hopefully. But they're a YouTube channel dedicated to, as the name implies, golf throughout the Villages, and they do a great job showcasing the courses with not only just regular play like I do on course, but they have the GoPro set up on the cart for the cart cam in between, so you really get a feel for the whole layouts and what the course kind of looks like. So here we go. First tee shot, looking to start it up the right, have it come back left. Going to draw a little bit of a low launch. Felt decent though on the speed aspect. May just kind of stay out to the right. We'll see what we get out of that distance wise. 265, 266. Not terrible. You can already feel, granted I'm all bundled up, which kind of restricts the swing, but I can feel the lower back starting to scream a little bit, so I may call it quits either completely after this or go back to one final executive to finish it off back here after this one. But hopefully put up halfway decent score through this one, first and foremost. Second shot here into this, 139. Kind of an in-between number. Could either go full pitching wedge or choke down 9. We'll go pitching wedge, because even if I've been seeing about 130, 135 out of this pitching wedge, that will still put us, I think, on the front side of the green. And if I hit it a little bit thin, we'll get closer to 140. Rather take a full swing with the club and fully commit to it than doing a choke down shot. Oh, that was one of those thin pop-ups to the left. We'll see if I got enough on it. barely. We're on though. It'll be a par. Sunday morning out here. Patriots are about to start, but like I mentioned in the first video, they suck anyways, and I have YouTube TV, so I just record every single game. Actually, there's a limited DVR. I don't know if any of you out there use YouTube TV, so I actually record every single game across the entire league. I don't know if I've ever gone back and watched a game after the fact, but I mean, it's there, so I might as well record it. But I'm planning on just going back in and starting the game from the beginning and watching them probably lose. But even through one, second hole par 4, 391. Gonna aim out here to the right. And believe me, I'm a Patriots fan through and through. I'm not a fair weather fan. I still watch every single game, but it is kind of demoralizing. We had a 20-year stretch with the greatest quarterback of all time, Tommy Brady, with Belichick, who is seeming like less and less these days of the greatest coach of all time. I think he still is, but I think he has more problems with the GM aspect of the team versus the coaching. But at this point, we're going on like 3-4 years of pretty horrendous seasons, so starting to get a little bit more difficult to watch week in and week out and be as excited to watch the game. But I feel for you teams out there that are, or fans out there that are maybe Browns fans or Lions fans or teams like that, where you've had 20 or longer year stretches of really bad seasons. So I kind of knew that this would probably be the case after Brady left town. Really shut the face down on that one. That one's going to be kind of lower and up the left. Hopefully it stays in the fairway though. Yeah, not as good of a strike on that one, but we're in play. Celtics are good though. Not a huge Red Sox and Bruins fans. Basically I'll watch them if they're deep into the playoffs or like World Series, Stanley Cup type of thing, but mainly just football and basketball for me. 133 up 2. We're going to go pitch and wedge. Then it's either going to be off the back or backside of the green. Landed next to the pin, but 139. Been seeing closer to 130, 135 on better strikes. That was thinner, so a little bit more distance, but got it to work. Another par. Kind of been the story today. Striking a halfway decent, not too many horrendous shots. Don't know if I'm exactly puring it and striping it, which usually doesn't happen, but been getting, despite like some chunks, some pulls, some thin shots like that, they've been working out. So kind of a middle of the road type of day, but score wise we're not doing too bad. Third hole par 4, we're even through 2, 392. We got water to contend with after this tee shot. Hopefully we don't have water off the tee. That would be a ground ball to the right if that comes into play. Better contact, but I left it out to the right. It'll be dry, but it's probably going to be towards those trees over there. Last one I released it too much and shut the club face down. That one I left it open. Alright. We need enough club to get this there. Luckily there's some like fairway in front, so even if we do chunk it, hopefully we put enough club on it to get over this water. But we're in the rough, which is going to add another 15 yards to this. So 146, 15 is going to be 156, 161. We'll go 8 iron. Gonna be too much club if I hit it good, but distances with the cold weather and everything else have been down a little bit, so probably about 160, 165 club right now. When it was warmer out, I was seeing closer to 170, 175, closer to my Sim 2s, but let's see. Thin and right. It'll be over, but that's going to miss the green right, I think. Ooh, it's coming back. Wow, I don't know if I put that much draw on it. That's a generous read, I think, from the Garmin right there, but only 142 plus the 15. Still not great for an 8, but it's going to be another par in the books. That's kind of what I was talking about. That wasn't a very good strike, but we kind of got bailed out. That one was definitely more on the generous side of a read from the Garmin, but usually means we'll get unlucky here coming up. 4th hole, par 4. More of a narrow fairway here with the tree up there to the right. 394. We're going to aim about 270 up there. Playing on course in a couple days, so I would like to carry over some good swings, mainly here with driver. I've said it a bunch, but it's such a confidence builder when you're swinging driver good off the tee. You put yourself in a decent spot off the tee, and then your game, or at least for me, kind of carries over after that with better iron play and better wedges play, versus if you're struggling off the tee, you put yourself behind the 8 ball every single time you're trying to get yourself out of jail after a bad tee shot. And that's what I'm talking about right there. That was really bad. That was low and very heely. That's not even gonna make the fairway, I don't think. Ooh, just barely. That's a warm burner. 230. That one, I'm sure a lot of things went wrong there. I don't know if I swung too much on it, swung up on it too much, or didn't swing up on it enough. But we barely made contact with the face there. That was super low. 161 now in the rough, up 2, so we're at 163 plus we need another 16. So 173, 179. We'll go 7. Need a pretty good full strike out of this. Gotta take the sticker off this club. Heavy. It's gonna draw, but that's gonna be short. Not good there. 22. Felt my mic move on that. Shows it's still connected. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. 22. And we're in the rough, so another 2-3 yards. We need about 25. We'll go 56. Pushed it right. Not bad distance though. Yeah, not the best strike in the world, but we got it to work. I'm trying to, with the wedges, be a little more straight back and straight through versus more of the working on the release of irons and driver, especially the longer clubs. Trying to eliminate the slice as much as possible and really release that club coming through. But the wedges, you don't need to do that as much. You just want to kind of, at least for me, I think I need to come a little bit more straight back, straight through. Still even. 5th hole, par 5. Gonna aim out here to the right. Getting a little more narrow, it seems like, these holes, and now we got some more water coming into play. I'm not exactly sure in relation to where my parents' house is, where this course is. The village is massive. I think there's like Originally I said like 2 or 3 zip codes. I think there's like 4 or 5 or 6 zip codes. It's huge. Basically it takes, I have a buddy whose parents have a house. From my parents' house to his parents' house, it's like an hour cart ride. Everyone has just golf carts there and they ride around in golf carts, but it takes an hour to get from, all within the villages, from my parents' house down to his parents' house. So who knows, this could be either be close to the house or it could be somewhere in between, could be a over an hour cart ride, but this would be a cool one if I could play this on my next trip, especially that first, what was it, this is Seminole, that first Tequesta course was pretty cool by the looks of it here. That one was high on the face, low on the face, high on the face, low on the face. That was a bit of a pop-up to the right. 261 though. Alright, 231 left, up 4, and we're in the rough, so I'm gonna go 4 hybrid. We're not gonna get it there, but hopefully have a wedge, short little wedge left if I hit this decent. I think I hit this one time last round and I struck it really well. It was probably one of my best 4 hybrid strikes in the past maybe month or so. See if I can kind of resemble that on this one. Nope. Low line drive. I mean, it's playable, but that was very low. I don't even know why I try to say that to myself, try to like have some positive reinforcement going of, all right, I hit this really good last time, let's see if we can do it again, but I don't know. I think I have sometimes too high expectations for my golf game. I should just expect to thin it every single time. But it is a par 5, we're hitting 3 into this from 41 yards, so I'm gonna go either an approach wedge or a 56. I'll try the 56. Usually I cut off the 56 and play anywhere from 25 to 35. But considering that approach wedge is 51 degrees instead of a 52, let's see here. Struck it pretty good. May even be too much. Alright, landed soft right in that inner circle. Take it. Still getting a feel. Those do feel better off the club. Those wedges, the newer ones that I got, than my old ones. Supposed to be forged. I don't know if they are or not. But I do like the milling on them. Definitely some higher spin. And they do feel a bit softer off the face. A little bit more control, it seems like. 1 under. Okay. 6th hole, par 4, 308. Where are we going to aim here? I guess there? There? I wonder what this hole looks like in real life. Obviously we got the water, and it shows that it's just death over there to the right. Obviously that's not a massive cliff in real life, I wouldn't think, but probably some pretty big trouble up there to the right side of this hole. Maybe it's just swampland or something. It's not terrible, but it's low in the face towards the heel again. That's going to be a low line drive. Get through the bunker. Barely. Well, based on those last couple driver swings, looks like I'm going back to an executive course after this one. We are in play though. 69 yards. Nice. However, it's up 2 and we're in the rough, so that puts us to 71 plus another 7, so 78. It's going to be choked down, controlled approach wedge here. See if I can get 75, 80 yards out of this bad boy. I don't know if I put enough on that. Nope. Came up long a couple times with that club. Trying to do those choke down shots, took way too much off of that. That sounded kind of weird too when I hit that. That's not what we needed. Bring it to negative. Red numbers here, under par. We're going to likely give it back unless I hold this out. 21, up 1, and we're in the rough, so 22 plus another 2. Made 24-ish. We'll go 60. Bend it to the right. Alright. Not exactly what we wanted, but that was what we needed. Take the par. Seventh hole, par 3. 3 holes left. 178 down 7, so it brings us to 171. Kind of in between again, an 8 and a 7. Closer to an 8 than it is a 7, so we're going to go full swing with the 8. Hopefully we at least catch the front side of the green. Haven't struck this 8 iron particularly well today, so hopefully we catch one good here. Better strike, but I left the club face a little bit open. That's going to fade to the right. Coming back though. Alright. Not terrible. Better distance on that one. Eighth hole, par 5. There should be a decent line. Alright, let's see if we can find the middle of the club face here. That was better. Left it a bit out to the right, but at least that was closer to the middle. .282. I credit the big heavy-duty vest I have on here, keeping my back warm on that one. Alright, 238 down 1. Well, I guess we're going to go for it. We're going to go 4 hybrid. Smarter play would be to hit a 4 or 5 iron up to the right and bail out, but we're going to go 4 hybrid and see if we can stick this on there. Halfway decent strike, but that's going to be way right. That's the shot I'm trying to eliminate. That's the high spinny, shorter, slicey, fadey right shot that takes 10-20 yards of distance off and you lose it right. But 28 yards left, up 1, 10%, so 29, we'll call it 3, 32-ish. Should be a good 56 number here. Excited to try these wedges out on course. The milling I really like on the face, should be some good spin on them. A little bit scuffy, kind of drop kicked it. I may need to go a little bit. Yeah. It's on the green though. Par. Let's see if we can scrape out another par, finish off with a halfway decent score here for this 9th and final hole. Although I like splitting these videos up into 9 holes instead of 18. I feel like you get a little bit more of a flow going with 18, and I feel like I'm repeating myself in a lot of these because I'm doing basically 4 videos in a row here. But 9th hole, par 3. Kind of an odd finishing. Usually par 4, par 5's on a finishing hole, but 186 and it's down 3, so 183. I'm gonna go 7 just because we get to carry this. Hopefully, we're 1 under through 8. Hopefully I put enough on this to at least get it over the water. I'm gonna take a pretty healthy hack at this to make sure, even if I catch it heavy, we get it over. But it's about as thin as you can hit it. Half the ball wasn't even on the club face. Well, that's one way to do it. 195. Now that's 7. That wasn't a Hosel rocket, but that was a low rocket. That was a worm burner. Alright, let's take a look at this. So, second course here from Belle Glade Country Club. This was the Seminole course. All things considered, pretty clean scorecard. Driver wasn't as good, so we only hit 3 out of 7 fairways. Would like to be at least 4 out of 5, or 4 or 5 out of 7 on that. Obviously, as close to 7 as possible. But greens and regulation, not too bad. 14 putts, also not too bad. We had a decent amount of chips inside the inner circle there, which helped out. And we were able to scrape out a bunch of pars. So 8 pars, 1 birdie on 5 in the middle there. But I mean, all things considered, I'll take that. So 1 under on the Seminole course here at Belle Glade. Driver seemed like it took a turn for the worse there towards the end, so I think I'm going to play 1 more here and then wrap it up. The executive course should be a little bit quicker, just hit mostly irons. Usually it's they describe them as par 3 courses with 1 or 2 par 4s sprinkled in, so it should be a shorter both video and course, not have to take as many full hacks at it. But let me know again what you guys think. First time out here, first day out here doing this Villages series. I do like these courses, and I'm looking forward to possibly playing some of these. And again, first time doing it, but this Belle Glade course seems pretty cool. There was some cool hole layouts on this one and the other one, so maybe I'll be able to pick out some of them when I go and travel there for my next trip and play them here first on Home to Hero, and then kind of have a little bit of an idea when I get there on course of what we're looking at. I know for sure that Cuesta course is going to be a ton of water. There was some water here coming into play on the last few holes, but that's what I have. So, like always, if you have any course requests, let me know down in the comments. Name of the course and location. A little bit of background information is always preferred and appreciated. But wrapping this one up, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I post a new video. And I'll see you guys at the next course.